Flashes through for the CT side, and Rain and Gospadarov quickly clean up those 2 kills. They do hear one player crossing, Jerry flicking back and forth, hoping to catch some sort of headshot or a kill. It's actually KENSI that drops the bomb over in the ramp position. It's wow in the open as well. Unfortunately, zorte tagged very low and taken out towards the short position means they haven't got dominion over that bomb itself. KENSI with 1 kill to respond as Jerry goes down. He's the last man left in play. 26 seconds to try and hold off against the T side. He's suppressed back in towards the CT spawn. Sees that one player coming for him, and they can secure the bomb plans. They picked up that bomb. 1v3 retake for him. He has the kit as well. But so many angles to check. Too much work to do. And eventually Gospadarov will shut him down. Down, sees one player crossing, gonna wait for his opportunity, and misses his shot. 10 seconds left, they're dead out of time, and FinigaN drops that bomb. That's huge. Orbs shot on Robin, that secures the round. They can't get to the bomb in time. ex-ETHEREAL taking so long towards this default, and zorte ends up with 2 kills on that. And Jerry, Flit, and KENSI have the M4s, but you can see the money and where the savings are at. They need to get some serious kills in to start, and Goss is gonna land one for control. Need to get this bomb down relatively soon, though.
No, they're running out of utility. They're running out of time. They've got to get the post plant in. And now even the lurk in the upper and lower tunnels is now coming back towards T-spawn. Bomb gets dropped from ex-ETHEREAL. Someone's got to pick this up, surely.
They're stalled. I mean, they're playing very respectfully to forZe. They've given them a lot of breathing room. The M4 seeing the gun barrel gives Goss the chance to strike back as Flit tries to make his way out into the open. Gets the info on where that player's at. Jerry also suspects Rain's going to be close. If he can take this player down, he basically wins the round. Gospadarov comes up with a kill, traded back, coming through, and the CT's clean house. FinigaN left alone in a 1 versus 1 with 1 swing that he absolutely... Comes the utility, 2 flashbangs evaded. KENSI's turning away, gonna wait for teammates to come back towards him. Gets that kill off on Robin. And this allows complete access to the site. Smokes do go down towards the B doors. PASHANOJ waiting in mid. Is he going to get checked? Yes, he will. He gets away with a kill before he goes down, though. So 2 for 1's favouring the CT site. Bomb plant can be secured here from ex-ETHEREAL, though.
Yeah, no kits, no utility. This is going to be a tough retake from the forZe side. ex-ETHEREAL not even playing aggressive at all. They're playing really, really passive in the bomb site. And there's a lot of players coming in from the upper tunnels.
3 in total. KENSI still leaning up from the B doors. It's Gospadarov with 1 good pick back. Leans back in for the second. And AK of Rain will get the third. They've seen where KENSI's out of this stage. That's a hell of a shot.
He is.
Well, deagle's out for the forZe side. Eco's coming through, and they're doing dome damage as they usually tend to do so here. Flashes in, going to catch players blind, but still they're able to return the here as we enter the 2nd minute.
This AWP, the body's actually blocking the shot forward, but Flit is eventually dealt with. Steps now coming through from ramp, going to start to reposition, see if he can find a little bit of an angle. That's the first kill coming through for the deagle. And it's actually a TK coming into the mix. And KENSI wins a 1v3 and that just didn't look like it was going to happen, did it? It really didn't look like he was going to win that. But sometimes the unthinkable can happen. ex-ETHEREAL, though, at least they've started off on the right foot, and they're committing pretty heavy towards this mid control, but it's a little bit of a fake.
KENSI down in this round. Star of the last one now have nothing to do with round 12. AWP still in for Flit, though. Here towards the B doors. Sees one player, knows that he's crossing right back, allowing Jerry the chance to swing and take the kill. The bomb's in the open, though. Further flashes out. He's so close towards them. Could line up 2 kills. Continues to spray and gets a 3K. A big weapon for him, obviously, knowing that they can probably do some decent damage with him in these rounds with that weapon. It's the deagle of PASHANOJ that strikes first. KENSI currently top fragging for the forZe side. Able to get a kill back on PASHANOJ as the anti-deagles will come in, but Rain still domes his man. It's an AK drop to the B doors, and a 4 versus 3. A forZe have no real way of retaking very quickly here. They might consider a save call if this bomb goes down early.
Yeah, if they don't get a pick within the next 5 or 10 seconds, I think this has to be an instant save.
However, flashes do go over to allow the entries. The scout taking some fire, dishing out some damage. Gets the headshot on Jerry. That's lovely. Couldn't land on the second man, unfortunately. The flick's not quite connecting. almazer turns up that M4 kill. AWP drops. almazer will get a trade together. The AUG also picked up, trying to siphon off the T-side players, keep them in the bomb site, but they will escape with an AWP and an AK and a round victory to their favor. Just a half buy with deagles out for the T-side, and it wins in the half. The Small box, KENSI sees what's going on, puts that smoke down to buy some cover. Flit holding from the B doors, however. KENSI will end up dropping. M4 swings, can't take the hit, and now the M4 suppressed here from the window, can't do anything.
Oh, bomb gets dropped.
Bomb. That's big. Nade on Goss tags him to just 4 HP. He knows that he can't hold this angle. Meanwhile, a mid-fight goes well for Robin, lurking back against Jerry. Look at the HP overall for the C-side as well. Almost a quick swing on Goss.
Time is not really allowing a big backstab like this because they've still got to try and get into the upper tunnels, and they just start pushing forward rather than forZe trying to...
Towards the right-hand corner. When do they face? Do they get the headshot? He's checking left and right and center. Flashbang turned away from. Kill comes through.
Oh!
Secondary frag found. He keeps it together by the skin of his teeth.
In response, though, they're losing a lot of utility, and they're actually making a bit of a gamble play out to the B side. almazer in the open. FinigaN just gets a really great time
on his position. Time it right. He was an inch off landing it. That flick also not connecting, and unfortunately, the AWP too pressured to be able to deal out the damage here. CT's on rotate back from the B side. That long presence needs to be dealt with relatively soon. Jerry does find Rain in towards the lower tunnel, so 4 versus 4.
Yeah, Gospadarov is getting super aggressive all by himself. This deagle white face comes out, and another kill goes the way of the CT side, but they don't know about this late lurk coming out from the longhouse, Jay.
Zorte, he start hitting his shots real soon. FinigaN, his own up in the backlines. They haven't read this part. Takes 1 and 2. And now 1 player left on the side. The diffuser's being stuck towards short. Robin's going to swing. He sees them both. He lines them up, and he knocks them down.
It's a lot better from them, Jay.
Well, pistols coming straight through for ex-ETHEREAL on the CT side. It's Gospadarov getting 2 quick frags. 3 HP for him, though. Forced back down out of angle. USB will take that flick and land a 3K, possibly even a 4th. Robin and Co are here to support it. So the pistol and PASHANOJ better be ready for this. 1 player in the back corner, 1 player up the front side. M4 bursting through back and plant is going to get dealt with. FinigaN finds only 1 kill before he is traded back by Flit. Rain coming through towards the mid position. almazer's going to hear this, but doesn't catch this CT player. Knows that there's been 1 rotation back over to lower tunnels, but it will counter it. Save.
And that was something that we saw against Sprout yesterday in the best of 1, was that just some really passive T sides from XT. No M4 swinging out from CT. It's pretty much just an open challenge. They smoke down CT cross. They split into B. They deal with the anchors incredibly.
Tunnel's not seeing anything but back off passive as soon as he sees no contact.
How has this happened?
What the hell,
PASHANOJ's just pushed through a smoke. Oh, they've even found another kill. It's now at 5 on 3. They've got an AWP and an M4. They haven't even used them yet.
Oh boy. Smokes on, AWP in C3, takes 1, drops that bomb. zorte with a trade, picked up immediately by FinigaN. Big green gun after him, M4 so close, small gap in the smoke. Then Robin can...
Well, trying to go into short, they certainly won't be able to save onto it. I can't even find a kill. Robin to deal with zorte.
Set towards the short control, smokes down, evaded, moves up towards that corner position, captures the kill on Jerry as Rain gets zorte next up to face. Peek back in, 3 frags found. Between...
Like, what is that long corner smoke? There's such a gap in it that Gospadarov just gets aggressive from it. Flit and KENSI, like you mentioned, just got to try and hold on to what they've got. Flit might try storyline. Even aggression coming through from short. ex-ETHEREAL are playing with so much confidence, and it's great to see that Goss is finding a lot of success. AWP comes through, finds that first shot, and then just goes passive. Nades going towards the lower tunnels, and they don't even look like they want to continue fighting. Oh!
FinigaN with the first. Out to the CT spawn. Flit will turn back. It seems like they're just going to go through lower tunnels. almazer could bottleneck them in at this stage. 2 players to face spray on 1 and 2. That's big. Gospadarov now not taking face against him. almazer backs off and the bomb plant is secured. All because they jumped in the air. That would have been the most ridiculous way to set up a retake. At least they will take 3 players down with the next ethereal. Dropping several players of forZe, destroying the economy state. There's still not a lot of cash available for the T's.
Who's going to go first? Is it going to be Flit on a bit of a shoulder peek? Another flash comes into the upper tunnels, and finally Flit swings with it and opens up the B bomb site. Great utility from forZe. I think that was the 3rd time that they tried to bait it out. They swing with it. Flit's opened up B. This has got to be an instant save for ex-ETHEREAL.
Yeah, absolutely. All 3 players held out towards the A site and or long. And, well, there's not much else that they can do other than just hold on to the weaponry.
but at least show us some confidence, right? Maybe try and aim for double digits, then see if you can go further from there. 9 on the board.
Which is the main issue for them right now. ex-ETHEREAL pushing up into the mid-control. AUG and FinigaN takes that one frag. Jerry will be trading though. It's PASHANOJ left alone as the B-side defender. Backed up by the site, gets that one headshot in. Burns alive, 34-8 and now 0 HP. 3v3. Meanwhile, the CT's quickly up the position to try to go for a retake, but the Molotovs and incendiaries will go back and force them out of position.
Yeah, very decent hold from PASHANOJ, but still not enough.
Flash is over. Incendiaries down, and Rain just catches KENSI with a headshot through. 3v2, one player in the back of Plat. zorte with the AWP peek in, can't land that second. Robin takes him down, Flitz solo HP, and he's overwhelmed by the firepower. The M4 sprays are good. Gospadarov on the defuse, and it's map point for ex-ETHEREAL.
What a retake. That just looks so calm from ex-ETHEREAL.
Who's going to see who first midst of the smoke? FinigaN has absolutely no idea. He pops forward, gives away the vision, and nades up towards the main T side. Force doing a ton of damage here towards zorte and Flit, but still no kills go their way. Finally, Flit kicks things off in the round for the T side. 4-on-4 now. PASHANOJ leaning up the back lines though, and zorte with the AWP is ready for him, ready to shut this player down and get the man advantage back for the T side.
Ah, that was too aggressive for me for FinigaN. Great start onto Jerry. You've dealt with the lurker. You've got a 5-on-4. You need to build up a bit of a streak and maybe even try and bring it to overtime. I mean, 5 rounds, it's not a massive amount.
See AK starting to look up here as they make their way up and over, catching Gospadarov, forcing him off angle. M4 in the backlines dealt with by KENSI. 5 versus 4 game. Bomb plant can be secured.
Oh, there's so much damage done to the T side, but none of them have been converted into kills. zorte, Jerry, and almazer are all really about that half HP mark or even lower. Even Boost coming up over the smoke. What is this from forZe? Trying to tap down onto the pin player, Rain. almazer should be there for the swing. Rain won't be able to fight any more than that. And this round's done. It's got to be another save. forZe.
I really want almazer to go for the knife there, but
can't always get what you want, Jay. Yeah, that's
can't
it.
win them all. M4 in, AUG spamming up, smoke down towards the B doors, converts it from 2 sides of the site. Gospadarov and PASHANOJ can get training, but zorte is there to deal with the player on the back of B. 3v3, and plant down towards the front corner. ex-ETHEREAL are going to go for this retake. 2 players have arrived, the 3rd man is...
Walk in a park, a bit of a breeze to close out this map, but they're having it tough here. The NWP. Another big, heavy influence towards this mid-control for the city side. Gospadar's already been seen. almazer just gets swung on, though, from Rain. And an opening pick goes the way of the city side, but there's a long challenge and a fast play towards the A side coming in for the T's.
Flash through on Jerry, catches that one. Goss gets 2 lined up, though. Fit responds. zorte chimes back in. 2-on-2. That bomb's been dropped at the crosshair. They've got to swing forward and pick it up. Now they've got rifles to work with. An AK on PASHANOJ coming in from the long position. It's going to be covered off by the AWP. The Molotov's going to be a little bit ahead of the game, though. PASHANOJ pushing straight forward of it, and the AWP swings, takes that kill. FinigaN now left alone on 10 points of health, pushing up through the CT stack. And a bit of a blind spot there for the T side. Gets that 1 kill. Now needs to find just 1 more. Flitz close here towards the goose position. About a little over 20 seconds left. 1 shot's all this T-side player needs. FinigaN needs a good spray. Baits in, AK picks up, spray back, Flit lands it and keeps it running. I'm on a mid-to-B play. The smoke's down on short, though, are going to be the main concern. Flashes over these 2 CTs. AWP first to fall. KENSI getting that frag. Smoke back from Robin, going to buy a bit of breathing from the Molotov, forcing him off angle. Nades up, don't burn him to death at this stage. Bomb plant can come through on short, but they know that EC is somewhere. Going to go for a wide space. They give it up on position, and Robin transfers that spray back together. PASHANOJ seen. Jerry's going to get that one. Security goes down. almazer with 1. zorte close. Trades it back. So does FinigaN. 1-on-1 now. And the jumping AUG sees that bomb planter. zorte escapes with his life on the skin of his teeth. And lands the AWP headshot.
They're waiting. They're waiting for that swing to come in from Robin. Haven't really seen a lot of aggressive duels coming out from short. And look, instant 1-on-1 trade. T's will be happy with that.
As the CT see no contact, further Flash is going to try and drive this mid-to-B player out of angle. It's wraparound from almazer, gets caught off by PASHANOJ. FinigaN still holding presence here towards the B doors. No smoke towards that CT cross, and they start getting ripped apart. Bomb does make its way to site. 3-on-2 retake, however, it favors ex-ETHEREAL.
A little bit of utility here from the T's.
Just forward to that Molotov. 1 CT closing in the back over at the upper tunnels. Nades close, does not land. He know where PASHANOJ is, though. Jerry can take that swing and that kill. Now the tunnels are being watched by Flit. Tight angle to hold. Time is ticking for ex-ETHEREAL. Incendiary has come out. M4 sees that man, trades it back, but Goss falls. And Jerry knows he's just got to hide outside of the site, ensure that no one gets to the bomb. And that's exactly
advantage in the 3v2 on the retake. And forZe still make it work. It's the AWP or the IGL, I should say, of Jerry that actually brings that whole round back in there.
M4 leaning up, zorte with the AWP backing up. Two players moving.
Ooh.
Perfect timing on a swing for PASHANOJ. And he almost gets the kill on zorte as well. So much damage done through the wall. The Flash is over trying to drive this player away, but they've lost so much to the mid face. Boost up from the AWP, seen here by KENSI, but Goss still lands the kill. And now 2 left for forZe. This round is falling apart. Jerry does isolate 1 pick back, needs to get 2 more, though he taps 2 on Robin actually. AWP dealt with, bomb dropped, and now Jerry's last thing left.
Yeah, just trying to see if he could do anything, but no, not going to happen.
Corner of the wall. Incendiary to drive players away from ramp. The Twistzz will gain access to the site. They will lose Jerry. KENSI with a trade, but he falls back to PASHANOJ. Bomb plant secured. 4v3, man advantage for ex-ETHEREAL.
And they're falling apart. ex-ETHEREAL playing really long and passive angles on this retake. And now in a 2 versus 4 for the T's, they're going to try and aggress out towards short, but they're just losing more players. And now Flit's the last one left. PASHANOJ coming up with a couple. And ex-ETHEREAL have won a couple in a row, Jay. They've now got a lead going forward into the second half of the first OT, which is kind of surprising, right? When you thought about how much of a comeback and how much of a deficit forZe are in, you really wouldn't think it would be ex-ETHEREAL at the
Flash in, secondary over. AUG of Jerry got a lot of work to do. Gets that first kill. Not quite that second, as both him and zorte end up falling on the A site. Completely under the dominion of the T's. The bomb plant can come through. Man advantage for the retake as well.
Yeah, forZe are struggling here, massively struggling, with zorte and Jerry falling that quickly. It means that ex-ETHEREAL have a lot going for them. Good molly placed onto the site will try and force the T's away. Almazer getting so close to that engagement, and now KENSI gets involved.
No HE to find some sort of response frag. Needs to get PASHANOJ particularly to fall back over. Smoke on the bomb. AWP sees his man, takes it down. Rain swings back.
They're
gets
sticking
the
it.
kill. KENSI on the bomb. He's going to get taken back. Nice down for Rain. He can't get there. They're going to stick the defuse and keep it together. Double ropz coming through from zorte and Flit. Heavy investment in this round. Look at the quick long plays coming through. It's KENSI to start things off on FinigaN. AUG spraying back from Jerry. Nades on towards that blue box per corner, doing the damage as PASHANOJ is next to drop out towards the mid position. The AWP of Flit doing decent damage, and KENSI continuing to fire back on Rain. Jerry there to support it, sees 1 more player out the gate. Robin does find a trade, but KENSI keeps control, and it's 1 man left in Goss to deal with the whole round for forZe. It's going to be map point for the CT side.
Think of the pressure. Think of the pressure here from ex-ETHEREAL for the entire map, Jay. They've been on the front foot. And Gospadarov, decent shot on towards the B player. There is actually a rotate coming in from Flit. Gospadarov might just try and run into B. 1v3. We've seen some decent clutches so far. This would be one of the better ones.
Oh, okay. How? Oh my God, Goss has got zorte. He's managed 3 1v1 duels. They've given this over to ex-ETHEREAL for a chance. And a bomb plant as he turns towards bomb. Oh, he doesn't land it. KENSI just keeps it alive. Oh, man. For a minute, you would have thought Gospadarov could have secured that, but... Oh, my God. Oh, that was way too... Can come through safely. And FinigaN's going to do just that. Wraparounds coming in from the tunnel's entryways for forZe to get this retake together against ex-ETHEREAL. Flashes in, Rain watching secondary flash, completely blinded off. Him and Robin still get the kills. almazer looks to strike towards the ramp position. Jerry goes falling back in trade. Gospadarov caught, FinigaN's down. Gospadarov goes falling as well. Bomb out in the open. There's still no smoke to the defuse. They're going to stick it anyway. Robin's going to swing. The AWP's got the lock. The spray catches them both. And it goes quiet on the defaults once again until PASHANOJ takes the swing and zorte can shut him down.
Swing out for mid. Could be the one to find the 5-on-3.
34 seconds, ex-ETHEREAL acting into the short position. Flash over, zorte watching, turned away, smoke down, AWP ready for the cross. Gets Robin to drop bomb, now falling with him. Still in T-side hands, they can pick it back up, but zorte's just not missing. Getting 3 kills on this A defense, probably setting himself up for the quadra, backing off the flash of the in for the M4 to take the swing, and KENSI will close the round.
For certain regions, so do check forward and our great betting partners to find out if you are that lucky person. AWP in from mid, and zorte wins another opening fight again, Jay.
FinigaN follows suit on Jerry as well, 4-on-4. Watching down mid and short, almazer will lean forward, flash into position, evaded by FinigaN, gets the trades together, so man advantage for ex-ETHEREAL. forZe opting not to try and get themselves back on the advantage. Backing off away, AWP as zorte still swings towards mid, just as FinigaN makes his way up.
Flit now getting aggressive out from short. Ooh, his attention's been drawn away. He's back towards the A side. He's got no more support.
Oh, but zorte landing an AWP shot through the smoke. The nade supporting him. Flit has done a ton of damage to the next man up in Robin. He falls, Rain left alone. And just time is working against him. The CT's bearing down from all angles. Will try to force the issue to short, get shut down for it. zorte, heightish angle to hold, flashes go over, turns away from it, is forced off out of angle, but they can't quite find the kill. It's actually a backstab from Jerry that gets Rain to start.
And it's just, they're forced into the B play. They have to. There's really 3 players on this B site, and now they at least try and weaken the defense.
Store bomb plant can be secured from here, but a CT retake is the main concern. 4v3 up to their favor, and they're already getting themselves set up for the entries.
It's not a great amount of utility here for the CTs at all. Jerry's got a full set, so he's got to be able to utilize them the best. If they get a smoke out towards the upper tunnels, then at least they can try and evade FinigaN.
Incendiary down on Khan, nobody's going to fall for it. FinigaN Scene now goes falling. 2 standing, zorte leaning up, got to look towards Platt. Plenty of CTs right behind him, flashbang in, checks that corner.
Oh!
Sees his man, connects it, and gets the round for forZe, with KENSI following suit with a preliminary kill. And it's 21-18 forZe. Back AWP in singles for both sides on zorte and Gospadarov. Flashes already to the long house position. Look at the entries that zorte wants to take. Fortunately, Robin's there to shut him down.
Oh, this is hyper-aggression. This is really quick coming out from forZe, but it's quick and it's dangerous. They've lost a couple of players already, and now FinigaN push forZe from...
New player's going to walk out of the upper tunnels. Joe making his move in, checking that corner, lining up. FinigaN, it's easy. It's just easy for him. Rain first up against the T-side forces. Manic spray against their position. Sees Jerry at the edge of the smoke. Too far forward and turns the USP up against zorte as well. Finally a kill. They open up the bomb to plant anywhere on the site. Flit still watching as the smoke starts to clear. Sees where FinigaN's at, but he loses that fight. Now flashes the PASHANOJ in the back lines. Bursts through, takes out KENSI as almazer falls for FinigaN. Control. It's going to be a mid to B split. No smoke for the CT spawn though. The crossfire's locked. Jerry and KENSI with a hell of a task. Shut down to that first face. And now the action comes through to the tunnels area. One player seen with the cross taken out by FinigaN. PASHANOJ deals with Flit, and it's all left on zorte and KENSI. zorte so low. KENSI holding out mid. Does find one. Backstabs inbound. It's all left at a scout with 4 seconds to the clock. He's out of the round. And we're on for a third OT. forZe. Smokes go down across towards the mid control. I believe that jump face from PASHANOJ did see something, but zorte catches that man off, getting the kill. Fast plays in. You want to see something fast and simple. That's exactly what we're seeing. And zorte takes a secondary kill. Robin comes up from CT to take 1 frag through the smoke, blind by a flash, but it doesn't stop the bomb. They're planting down on B.
Oh, what a mid-round call from forZe. As soon as they get that pick, they just continue charging, and zorte is continuing to charge with that AWP. 3 kills, could be on for a 4K. He gets down incredibly low, but it's distraction, so they pull Flit out to get a couple, sprays him through, and forZe convincingly find it.
Down to try and siphon off positions, but he won't be challenged whatsoever by the T side.
Oh, KENSI tried to go for a bit of a peek in through mid. Could be a bit of a trade here from zorte, especially if they molly FinigaN out towards that right-hand side. Maybe just try and flash in Jerry. Go for a bit of an aggressive peek, and it's actually Flit with the nade out from B, but FinigaN, even blind, still gets that kill on Jerry. He's still alive. Finally amazed with the trade, but now there's a backstab in from behind. What is going on? There's so much chaos out from mid.
It took too long with this default. ex-ETHEREAL could punish them as a result. And Flit moving up against them, trying to see if he can face Gospadarov, but no. He got a kill with the...
And the anchors at B between FinigaN and PASHANOJ.
Smoke and flash over, trying to sell him on a B play. Rotations are coming in from one player at the CT spawn, but they're just going to back off, and forZe are going to continue playing the default. Gospadarov, pistol out. AWP not even going to get drawn out. He doesn't quite get that kill.
What?
Zorte can respond at least. 4-on-4 now being gained. Now we're going to focus against him. Nade onto his position, does minimal damage. One player swinging out for the tunnels. almazer gets that kill, and FinigaN's back's turned towards him. Orpin on Zorte, gets Robin next, and Rain is all that remains. 1v4 for him, out towards mid, and he's going to get locked out. He's going to get traded so quickly. Triple face from forZe will be enough to shut it down. Even up some damage. ex-ETHEREAL pressing forward now towards short. Jerry realizes a mistake he made by facing. Doesn't matter. Flit and Zorte have the kills of the USP in New York. Jerry and KENSI get a couple more, and the AWP of Gospadarov can't do jack. Taken back. Rain can't see this player behind the smoke. He's just blind firing. Flit moves in, takes the kill. Takes out the tunnel's control with a follow suit from Jerry. Is this the beginning of the end for ex-ETHEREAL? Two more lining up for the AK. Can't quite take the frags. FinigaN instead responds all the same.
They're not even planning. They're just trying to fake him out, try and draw the CTs forward. And now Gospadarov's found a pick to turn into a 3v3. And now the advantage from FinigaN.
The plant bait worked well. Now suddenly, ex-ETHEREAL back in control. Zorte desperate to find a pixel, a gap, something that can turn the tide back to his team's favor. But it's Flit falls, he's the last man standing.
They struggle to close, Dre. They really struggled to close in overtime. That was their chance right there.
Any damage to the T-side forces. The AWP battle goes the way of Flit. Takes damage to Goss, but landing that kill regardless. 5.
Mason's been able to push up.
Oh, Rain down to 3 HP. Meanwhile, out of the tunnel position, FinigaN will catch Jerry. His players, AWP swings back from Flit. Could be a dangerous peek, but no. He catches PASHANOJ as FinigaN trades it. Bomb drop, pick back up. Now in the hands of Robin, 3 versus 3. KENSI still thinks it's going to be a mid-play, but he's going to need backup to come through. They're coming through tunnels. 17 seconds. Flash evaded. He's still turned around. Rain can get the kill as a result. almazer moving forward and smokes back. Bomb plant here towards the front corner. almazer looking to swing. Check the back corner. Looks back on towards the next. Zorte with an AWP pick, but Robin gets the 2 kills. And entering past these smokes, spraying through, but can't find any kills as of right now. They're all held out towards long. 3-man crossfire. They could deny the bomb planter here. One player towards that corner, burst back. Jerry does know where he is. Incendiaries through nades up, doing damage towards both players. Smokes down, continuing to suppress Gospadarov with that AWP. Could get caught off guard as a backstab also incoming. KENSI gets that kill. 2 players acting towards the A side. Rain gets that 1 frag, and 2 almazer trades it. And now it all leaves to FinigaN. Last player on the site. No time left for this one. forZe once again claiming the lead here in the early part of it.
Brute force their way out from the long house, but KENSI's in towards the pit and finds that first kill again.
And Robin turning 180 way too quick.
4th OT. Resmoke goes down at a perfect time, but it looks like the team's just going to push forward of it. Oh, what an entry!
Jericho looking the wrong way, allows PASHANOJ to get that kill. Zorte, which with the AWP needs to get these kills together. Missing his first shot, second face, can't land it. Bomb plant can be secured, going for the wall bangs. Does not connect. 4v4 retake. Gospadarov seen there. AKs tapping through the CT side. He gets tagged, but so does Zorte go low. almazer crossing. PASHANOJ in 1 frag. KENSI gets the trade. FinigaN backs off from short as Rain comes in from long. Gets 1 kill. Plant down on short position. They can stick the whole thing at this stage. They don't know about FinigaN yet. KENSI turned away, looking to play anti-flash, going for the defuse. Jump face. The spray comes in too late. forZe just secure. That's what cost them the most, that they had the short plant position. They should have kept short, they would have held together. Look at Jerry and Zorte onto the long position, 2-for-1 trade. Just a dry face out from Robin and PASHANOJ, just giving up the kills easy. And now Flit with the AWP chimes in towards mid position. Gospadarov can trade it. Does isolate KENSI as the lone defender towards the B site, but 3 versus 2. Man advantage for forZe. Are there any flashes to put out against the player in the open? No. As the smoke clears, Rain can get the duel and win it.
He's so aggressive on B for absolutely no reason. That's a 3-on-2 advantage from forZe. And now it's starting to swing the other way. ex-ETHEREAL getting in the post plant, and it's down to Rain and Gospadarov to try and hold off.
Deal with them both, and the AWP turned back towards the B doors. I believe information was called, and Goslings gets Jerry. Needs that second man. Zorte can trade it. 1-on-1. Sees the last player, and just against it with a quick scope. And that's 27 for forZe. 3 kills for Zorte. And another map point for this team. That's not fun. Already rough start for forZe. At least Jerry does find the opening kill. Nade back to his position is going to take him down back from Gos. I thought he evaded it, but no. 4v4 scenario. Smoke to recover the cross. Rain with a smoke set of his own. We're going to set some utility. Flashbang in. KENSI gets Robin. AWP of Gos close to the short position, but Rain behind the right bags is going to be the main concern. Spray through on the AWP, takes him down. One headshot found. Second kill. KENSI takes it back. It's all on FinigaN on short, but a 1v2 clutch. Incendiary will go through towards site. Nade close. Doesn't get any kills, and all on him for the retake here.
Oh, FinigaN's got to step up, and it's got to be now. 1v2, clutch trying to come through, and forZe close it. Finally, Jay, they swings out from forZe to try and get quite aggressively into the site. They've already spotted off that first player. FinigaN just getting charged down from Jerry, and now PASHANOJ is going to try and fall back. He's the one with a little bit of util and that kit, but they've already taken the B side, but a big gap on that right-hand side. Come on, forZe.
Yeah, can't quite land those kills. Not even damage being done to the T-side players as they cross straight out. Ex-ETHEREAL in position as KENSI fires back down upon them here. Taps through 2-for-1 trades, eventually leading to a 3-for-1 over.
To the bomb, see if they can draw the T's out into the open, but 2v4 is not going to be easy, especially with PASHANOJ down KENSI. Ooh,
Tag him low, he still presses forward as the main entry. Seeing one player over at the balcony, getting that one kill. almazer doubling up with the trade. AWP still set to the backline. Gets one and no more than one. Bomb plant can be secured. Still a great hold there from ex-ETHEREAL, setting up the two players for the retake. Plant secured.
Yeah, but it looks like FinigaN wants to try and flash his teammate in.
That's what they'll do. Straightforward, zorte shuts down PASHANOJ. Can't see at the edge of the smoke. Unfortunately, FinigaN not going to get his chance at the kill and will fall back to position, taking a 4th for forZe. Going hunting as well. Will Jerry get the kill together in the corner?
Oh!
He reads it like a book. That's fantastic. And all 5 go. Not quite the intense sort of scrappy games we usually like to see, but still going to be confident enough to get themselves some decency shown.
They're almost in a bit of hesitation here, whether they want to try and aggress down towards Banana. The swing comes out, instant 1-on-1 trade. FinigaN with the high ground on top of the sandbags. Great contest out from Banana. Still more damage is chipping in, and zorte might try and force him out from sandbags. He does, but gets blinded in the contest. And Flit is dealt with now from the
man. zorte also knows where he's at, pre-aiming. No, Molotov coming through. It all comes down to timing. Oh, he gets the kill. He'll get the plant for it.
Oh, now it's a 1v2, and he's got a molly. Rotate's coming in really, really quickly. Molly out towards him.
Now they're on the bomb. He's got to go for the wall bang. He can't quite get towards it. They're going to stick the defuse at this stage. FinigaN still missed out on the shot. Does get the kill. zorte with a very...
No one's going to be on a rotate quicker. Oh, Pete comes through, takes a lot of damage. Molly comes through. Oh, it's actually the wall bang from zorte.
Now wrap in from long as FinigaN gets dealt with. They're locked out of the B site. The bomb can make its way in towards the site, completely uncontested. Flit and KENSI, next 2 kills. AUG back for Robin, does catch one, but now up against KENSI is going to be where he falls, 6-1.
Quite a bit of aggression coming out from Porsche. They're actually going to go back in towards this bracket's position into Boiler. Great opening kill being found from Rain. The T's now try to fall back to make sure they don't continue up with any more fights, but it's the CTs that are continuing pressuring the fight. Gospadarov now starting to get involved. Rain now swinging in from short. Wow, so many aggressive peaks coming through, and they didn't even see Gospadarov continuing the aggression.
2 players here to the banana control and CT side. Vertical crossfire, they do lose one for it, but now they know exactly where zorte's at. That nade, if it landed a bit deeper, would have taken him down. Good shot on Rain, does chime back in towards 1, but he's a whole lot more. He's not ready to Mexico. Gospadarov is sneaking forward. Up in Gos, catching KENSI with a wide face. That's the secondary kill of the round. Ready to receive. almazer first to face. Smoke down on cross will evade Gospadarov. PASHANOJ gets that 1 kill. FinigaN there with a second. Bomb dropped. zorte with the AWP once again. The last player left has it on his back. 25 seconds to act against FinigaN. Trying to go for the quick scope flick again, but not quite connect.
Of the second map of Inferno, play from Flit in towards the apartments. Rain could get caught off. Ooh, actually adjust with the AUG.
Frag found, flash over, forcing this man away. M4 burst up, Rain, Jerry, zorte getting kills to a 3 versus 3 scenario. Up back in for Gos, catches one, sees the second man rotating, expecting a flashbang to come through from his teammate, but it's going to counter-rotate back towards short control instead. Still not on the site just yet as Jerry goes down. It's all going to leave it on zorte. No warp in his hands this time. The AK stands alone, looks up towards the graveyard area, out of balcony, expects Gos to be back towards pit. Once he drops down, he's going to give away all the info. Herd now, facing, gets that frag, but Robin with a quick trade. So damage being, start the engines again. They need to start getting things going again.
A fast play up from Jerry, at least towards Banana. Gospadarov just peeks straight in.
Molotov doing some damage. Almazer swings. Flashback does not catch FinigaN blind. The AWP zorte can finally trade it back, but now needs to isolate FinigaN next. Flash is keeping him blind. Can't see further to face around the corner. Spray back and forth. FinigaN does more damage. Eventually gets that kill together. zorte with a trade. Keeping it a single man advantage, but a 3-on-2 favorable to ex-ETHEREAL. Flashes go over, Gos, core off, still fires as zorte reveals his position before the smoke blooms. And now it's all on Flit as the last man left. 1v3 makes his way through that smoke, goes for the plant, tries to set up the retake here.
Gos can't push forward to this smoke unless his teammates have got support from him. I've got to try and work together. 3 versus 1. Flit finds a first, not quite the second. Continued the spray, but Rain was the one to find the trade. And now we have got a tied up scoreline at 7-1 up for the T's.
He was the clutcher in that last round as well, and he fell spectacularly. AWP straight in for Gospadarov to get shut down by KENSI. So finally they do isolate something back here on the CT side, following suit on PASHANOJ. That's much better here for forZe, but KENSI's in trouble. Flit's there to bail him out.
25 seconds to the start of round 15, they've already got a 5-on-2 advantage. Like, those kills just came in so quickly, and they're, yeah, like a lot of players are taking damage, but just the way that they're peeking together, the way that they're bailing each other out of trouble. Robin has got an unwinnable situation. An 8th round up for forZe, a good way.
Give me presence, and they're going to go fast in and wrap back towards the B site. Jerry has got a hell of a task ahead of him, tapping through, can't do anything. He's seen so much T-side presence and damage done to KENSI. He's going to force him back, needs to get an exit kill to get out of dodge here. He can only do so much with this position.
A little bit of an around the world setup coming out from ex-ETHEREAL. They showed them, and they've left Gospadarov to be the lurk to the top banana position. But I think Flip might check this. He does, but he still loses the fight.
Should not have lost that one whatsoever. Gos leaning in, finally traded back by KENSI and almazer. And now Rain will look to enter. They've only got zorte over towards pit here on this A site. Backup is on the way. Taps up, headshot, connects towards only one. And the plant can be secured for a 2v2.
This could be anyone's round. Post plant coming in from ex-ETHEREAL. Flash comes through at the right time out towards the Moto peak. Try and see if they can get an angle onto the library player, and they do so from Rain. almazer now trying to see if he can clutch out a 1v2. Now, he does have a kit in place. He's got the time to work with, but how does he isolate these fights? No one is peeking here. He knows where both players are, but they peek together. An ex-ETHEREAL tie-up. An AWP investment. A lot of nades going down to the banana position, not doing any damage, and Jerry is getting so aggressive about it. FinigaN blind does find that pick, but not before the trade comes in.
The almazer Flit in pit, sees PASHANOJ at the edge of the smoke, can't quite take the firefight against those blind sprays, does no damage. M4 on the site, those 2 kills come in, and zorte holds it. All left, and Gospadarov spotted now by the AUG, somehow transfers that spray, but does...
Lil's got to come out from Rain. More nades in towards banana. almazer going super aggressive. Jerry tried that last time.
I might sell him on the idea. It's still going to be the A play. He's at the edge of said smoke. He's going to creep forward a bit, completely blinded off and dry face. Ends up with a 3K, and Jerry pops in and pops back out. Flit left to deal with PASHANOJ and FinigaN out of dodge. 1 versus 4. Balls of steel for Jerry, and manages to make success for forZe because of it.
What a play, and what a just aggressive move that's so risky, right? They're down a man, and he really would have had no money no matter what unless he stayed alive. And a couple of players on Galil's already taking a massive amount of damage. Nade coming in. Great opening find. almazer gets boosted up towards a broken wall. Someone's going to have to try and swing to get that 4-on-4. Otherwise, it could be another fight going the way of the CTs. almazer just gets flashed off, and then Gospadarov just peeks forward to that smoke by him.
PASHANOJ evades him. Goes back towards the arch position. PASHANOJ point blank, gun barrel scene. First kill comes through. Still has Rain towards cubby corner. Backs off an incendiary. He can play for time. They're at a 5-on-2 advantage.
I love that they're not getting hungry here. Like 5-on-3 and you get another pick, then maybe just keep fighting. Flash comes through. They get the information at least. They know that both players are out from long. They can now start to target themselves a little bit differently, start to reposition. They already bring a rotation in from CT Sport, and these footsteps are going to be heard from Jerry.
Ooh, time right, sees both, takes down only one, and FinigaN's bracketed in, completely sandwiched by the CT side. Does take out one of the players, though. Second player back in Flit, offering up the 1v1s. Guys, not like this. AWP in, shuts him down at the very least, so counter nade back from Jerry. Could land close towards Robin, and indeed it does. And it's in the area to try and stall them off from the banana position. As eventually KENSI does strike on Gospadarov. Flash around the corner for Jerry. Is he going to get an opportunity to make this kill happen? I mean, he's got 2 to find, but no. zorte taken back by Robin next. FinigaN checking the corner. Goes down! Oh, that spray transfer! Jerry, quick flicks work out.
Oh, that's got to be one of the sickest spray transfers we've seen in this best of 3. Nade's trying to come through for the pit position, but Flit's still doing damage and lines up the last kill. Eventually goes down to... Yeah, ex-ETHEREAL. They need just an opening pick. They need something, and look at the nades coming through towards a banana position. almazer is starting off again with an opening pick. They can't catch a break, can they, on this T side?
Not at all. Smoke down, brackets, Molotov coming in. Rain moving up. zorte caught with an AWP pick. Rain gets 1 kill back on KENSI, and damage done. Aware of this position, they're going to boost 1 player up on the flower pots, but both backs are turned. Oh, this is not good. Kill comes through. AK checks up, turns up the first frag, can't get the second. All on Goss, footstep heard, can't win the fight against Jerry, and it's match point for forZe. Wide facing, doesn't land the shot, gets a tag off against him instead. The AK doing decent enough for Rain. AK up here for Jerry, can't transfer his spray this time, only gets Robin. FinigaN can find a trade. The AWP will be watching. And the AUG here for Flit, gets Rain next to face over at brackets. It is all left of the B presence for ex-ETHEREAL, and then whittled down for a 2-for-1.
Interesting enough, they're actually bringing a double up setup into round 26. zorte coming in on rotation out from CT. almazer falls from the coffin's position. Smoke goes down. Doesn't get the shot off straight away. Rotates are actually taking a really long time here from forZe. They're still not off of A.
And behind the smokers, are they saving?
Yeah, might be.
3v3 save for forZe. I would have thought it's very unlikely you'll win a B-site retake like this. It does mean that ex-ETHEREAL can get to 11, and it does mean a small momentum and a dodge, and they re-aggress through stack. The smoke's up, Jerry. Trying to look for a player close. FinigaN's going to get up his chance, but he still gets the flick together. Lands that headshot. M4 back for almazer. Gets the trade. Molotov.
This is a bit of a gamble stack coming through from the forZe side, and it might be the right read. almazer's looking to get aggressive. They're looking to try and retake this banana control, and Robin and Gospadarov just shut it down by themselves. 1 more player left over.
Not enough in this case, and zorte's nowhere to be seen. They're split across the sites. Flit still trying to challenge here on the B player. The bomb plant is secured open for first box. Gets that flick to the headshot. Oh! Playing aimbots, apparently. Flashbang will go over, turn away the smoke actually instead. Rain looking on, sees a shadow 1, takes it back. Auto respond from zorte, and forZe have done it. 16-11, the impossible 4 versus 2. 1 out by Flit and zorte in that one, and it'll be a 2.